Hey everyone, me again. Getting 2 videos today. Anyway, you're probably wondering how I lay these out to make them work. So, let's look. So I measure from 3/16 in from the edge here and 3/16 in from the edge here. But that's pretty difficult to measure if you're just out there measuring it. So I'll measure the opening of the window from inside to inside without the molding. So up there from inside to inside. And then I'll add the 3/8 basically is what it is with 2 3/16 on either side. I know it's not exact measurement, but it works. And then that way you get your dimension for what this piece is going to be with the trim. So basically it's sorry. It's like that. So that piece. And what you have to do is be able to calculate, because this one has a couple issues, but you have to calculate what you have. So for instance, you got to take into account what wood you're using. So let's see, I got a shorter piece here, easier to manage. But you got to think, once I put this in the pocket, yeah, it's not right. It's not the same as all the others. I mean, it'd work in a pinch, but it's not what like the others. So if you look at the others, where that little block is here, and the stain that's a little darker is where the end of that is. You can see it from the top here. So technically, you'd want that to line up with this all the way down. But I didn't do that with that one. This one's probably closer than that. And that one's pretty close. It's need to go a little deeper, but I'm not going to complain. So I got 2 choices here. I can leave it as is, and the bottom molding here. Let me grab it. Haven't pulled the nails out of it, so it won't look great. But so you have stick that. You have a bottom molding like that, and then you have this little return piece on this, which bumps it out a little bit. This one has to be cut because it got cut flat. Or it was cut flat. But I'm going to make it match the other window, because that would just look goofy not having 2 windows that matched at least. That one's about right. Honestly, the dimensions of the other window, this window looks pretty good. Doesn't look all that far out. So, decisions, huh? But if I cut another 1/2 inch out, which is what it's off of, I'm bickering over 1/2 inch, it would cut a little bit of this crap out. Over here, it wouldn't help me much, but it would allow me to cut this down a little bit, because it has to be the same width as that. And then also, this last bit here would be cut out for that other piece. So I just have to contend with this piece here being ripped off. And I can do that 2 ways. I can put in another piece of wood and have a joint there, like this, and have a joint there. Or I can just leave it. Just say it's old house charm. And it'll be up on a window, mostly covered with curtains, because the curtains will probably go up where those holes are. Well, the previous ones did. So chances are you noticing that's probably pretty nil. But I'm a perfectionist when it comes to this. I want to make sure that's absolutely all right and perfect. But you calculate that. Say you 1/2 inch out here. So I'll calculate from here. Whatever I do, I add a 1/2 inch. So the opening's 28.5. So there's my 1/2 inch, my 29, because they're cutting 1/2 inch off that one. I just need something to grab onto. Where that other little small tick is where the 28.5 is. That's where the original mark was. So it's 1/2 inch. And then over here, you got to extend it another 1/2 inch. So instead of being 34 or 33.5, you have 34.5. Because it's an inch at this point, because we're 1/2 inch out on either end. And that's where you make the final cut. And like I said, next to that's going to be this little notch, which goes in here somewhere. Anyway, that's what I'm up against with this one, is just making that final decision. I might not even cut it that way. I may cut it at 28.5 or 28. Yeah, 28.5, and then over here to this one. I'll just leave it as is, but we'll see. I'm dealing with different houses these came out of, and I'm dealing with different woodwork, trying to make it all look the same. Anyway, rate, comment, subscribe. Thanks for watching. Check out our Facebook page.